What is up? Twitter, crypto Twitter. I just had this thought. I had to go live. I'm not going to really make this too big of a live stream, but the question that I just thought of is who's ready for an actual Bitcoin bull market? I've been on Twitter for years. We've been talking about this. I've done so many videos, hundreds and hundreds, talking about this crypto bull market, all-time highs, parabolic gains. And we do a lot of anticipating and talking about this, but who is actually ready for this? And I had to really just think. I was walking around my house a little earlier, and I started thinking to myself, do I actually have a solid plan? Not only in what I'm going to do with my portfolio in the middle of a Bitcoin run, crypto run, but am I ready mentally? Because this is just like baseball. It's 95% mental. This is a mental game. So I think it's time for me to be more responsible in terms of the content that I put out there. I'm not going to sit here and say that a bull market is guaranteed, that all-time highs are guaranteed. There's so much risk. Be careful out there with your portfolio, with the money you're investing. But I will say this, and I'm going to start covering this. What are you doing to prepare for this? Do you have an exit plan? I know that there are some people out there that are just like, I am not selling my crypto no matter what. But the majority, I know for a fact, they want to make money. They want to trade into USD. So I just want to talk about that real quick because, and I'm going to start doing videos on this, some technical analysis, and start really covering this because I think this is actually probably one of the most important things that we could possibly look out for in terms of Bitcoin. So here's Bitcoin long term, right? We're always talking about hitting all-time highs. Crypto Twitter especially just gets crazy, loving life, talking about all-time highs. But are you ready? What is your plan? Do you have an exit plan if you want to move into USD? If you want to move out of Bitcoin or your cryptocurrencies and you want to go buy a house, right? If you want to go buy a car, if like you have these other financial plans, instead of just holding crypto for forever, right? I'm realistic. I'm putting it out there. You all know I got into crypto as an investment to make money. It's still a priority for me. So I'm going to approach it as such and talk about it within that context because I'm pretty sure a lot of you are here for the same reasons, right? I have goals. Now, with that said, I plan to hold a certain amount of Bitcoin, right? Even through colossal parabolic gains. But there needs to be some type of approach, some type of plan. If this chart plays out, and that's an if, right? There's no guarantees in this game of crypto. But say this chart continues, right? Say Bitcoin does actually do what many are anticipating, and we get an all-time high. I don't know if it's 50,000, 100,000, 150,000. We get an all-time high. Are you mentally prepared for that scenario? That's the question I'm asking. So that would be really just Bitcoin entering a bull market and a strong bull market, right? So I want to just bring up, and this is the type of stuff I'm going to do. I'm going to dig into this stuff, but just look at the last bull market. Picture this is the next bull market, and up here is an all-time high of 100,000. What will you be doing? Realistically, what are you prepared to do? If Bitcoin is cruising up and say right here, Bitcoin's $50,000 and we're sitting right here, what are you going to be sitting there doing? Mentally, where is your head going to be at? Are you prepared for that if you see such awesome gains in your crypto portfolio? If we hit all-time highs again, right? Bitcoin's at like 20,000, say, and this is hypothetical on this chart from the last bull run. Bitcoin's at 20,000. What are you doing? Do you have an exit plan? These are the questions we really need to start talking about instead of just hyping up the possible future. What if it happens? Are you ready? And along the way, along this parabolic gain, if Bitcoin does hit new all-time highs, we're going to most likely have these similar pullbacks, 35% pullback, right? Here's one, a swing low, 40%. Are you ready for these dips? Are you mentally prepared? This is the biggest thing that I think we really need to start talking about. A lot of times on this channel, especially in the last 2 years, right? Just for illustration, if you don't know, I started my YouTube channel right around here. We've covered just Bitcoin dipping scenarios accumulating scenarios. How's the best way to accumulate Bitcoin in a bear market, right? And when you're waiting for a bull market, when you're waiting for a change in cycles, it takes years of patience. And we've just done hundreds of videos. We've talked about this forever. But what if it happens? And so it's now time to pivot our attention as we potentially get ready to really make some strong headway in terms of entering a bull market. What is the approach? What is the plan? I do not want to be sitting here twiddling my thumbs with absolutely no plan. We need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. And besides having an exit plan, you have to solidify your conviction to stick to it. If Bitcoin does continue up, if Bitcoin does break all-time highs and continue on to new all-time highs, once again, there's no guarantee. This black screen is so unknown to so many, but just as we prepare, just as we anticipate for dips to accumulate, we have to anticipate what we're going to do in a scenario if Bitcoin does take off. And I think the biggest thing, and I can't stress this enough, it's a mental thing. It's 100% mental. So those are my thoughts. I wanted to throw it out there real quick. And honestly, if you're on Twitter, if you're watching this, I might upload this to YouTube. If you're watching this video, just comment below. Like, tell me truthfully, do you have a true plan in place for if Bitcoin does what everybody wants it to do, which is go up in price a lot? Do you have a plan? I'm really just curious of your take on that, curious of your thoughts. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.